Now our next point is specific heat capacity is denoted by S. Now specific heat capacity of solids and liquids. Okay, so if a 1 kg of water and 1 kg of paraffin are heated in terms of for the some time by the same heater, the same time and the same heater, the temperature rise of paraffin is about twice that of water. Means temperature of the water is small than paraffin. So paraffin is greater temperature. Okay, both are heated same heater and same time. So since the heater gives equal amount of heat energy to each liquid, it seems that different substances require different amounts of heat to cause the same temperature rise of 1 degree Celsius in the same mass of 1 kg. So here we can write specific heat capacity is defined as the amount of heat per unit mass absorbed or given out by the substance to change its temperature by 1 unit or 1 degree 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Okay, so your formula write as S is equal to delta Q. Here delta Q stands for the amount of heat absorbed or given out by a substance of mass m when it undergoes a temperature change delta T. Then the specific heat capacity of that substance is given by S is equal to delta Q upon m delta T. Okay, so if m is equal to 1 kg, means mass is 1 kg, mass of the substance is 1 kg and change in temperature is 1 degree Celsius, then S is equal to delta Q, because this is 1 and this is 1. So we get here S is equal to delta Q, means specific heat capacity is equal to change in amount of substance absorbed or given out, heat absorbed or given out. Okay, so Q for stand for heat, M for mass and T for temperature. Okay, so here delta Q means change in heat. Okay, so SI unit of specific heat capacity is joule per kg degree Celsius or joule per kg Kelvin, and CGS unit is erg per gram degree Celsius or erg per gram Kelvin. Now our next point in molar specific heat. So molar specific heat in terms of mu. So instead of mass, here instead of mass is denoted a mu in kg. The specific heat is called molar specific heat. So C is equal to call a molar specific heat. So C is equal to 1 upon mu delta Q upon delta T. This is the change in heat and change in temperature. So SI unit of the molar specific heat is joule per mole degree Celsius or joule per mole Kelvin. So definitions for principal specific heat capacity is the principal specific heat capacity of a gas at constant volume, means SV. SV is defined as the quantity of heat absorbed or released for the rise or fall of temperature of unit mass of a gas through 1 Kelvin or 1 degree Celsius when its volume is kept constant. Okay, and if the pressure is constant, then the principal specific heat capacity of a gas at constant pressure means SP, means S is specific heat capacity and P is the constant. So is defined as the quantity of heat absorbed or released for the rise or fall of temperature of unit mass of gas through 1 Kelvin or 1 degree Celsius when its pressure is kept constant. So we get the SV and SP. SV means principal specific heat capacity at constant volume, and SP means specific heat capacity means principal specific heat capacity at constant pressure. So specific heat capacity, this is for solids and liquids, and this is the specific heat capacity for gases. So in gases, there is some work done on the surrounding during expansion requiring additional heat. So as a result, specific heat at constant pressure is greater than specific heat at constant volume. So SP is greater than SV. So it is necessary to define two principles. So specific heat capacity for constant volume and principle of specific heat capacity of constant pressure. Okay. So now next point is molar specific heat capacity of gases. So last point, we know that the formula C for 1 upon mu delta Q upon delta T for the molar specific heat for the solids and liquid. Now we see next formula for the molar specific heat capacity for the gases, the different formula. So first let us see a definition for molar specific heat capacity of gas at constant volume is defined as the quantity of heat absorbed or released for the rise or fall at temperature of 1 mole of the gas through 1 Kelvin or 1 degree Celsius when its volume is kept constant. So we get formula CV is equal to mu into SV. Now here SV means principle of specific heat capacity at constant volume, and here mu is mass in moles, okay, not a kg, the moles, okay. So here Cp is equal to mu into Sp. We get a formula for molar specific heat capacity of gas at constant pressure. Similarly, we get here molar specific heat for capacity of constant volume. So let us see next point is molar specific heat capacity of gases at constant pressure. So is defined as the quantity of heat absorbed or released for the rise or fall of temperature of 1 mole of the gas through 1 Kelvin or 1 degree Celsius when its pressure is kept constant. So Cp is equal to mu into Sp. Sp is the principal specific heat capacity at constant pressure. So relation between principal and molar specific heat capacity is given by the following expression. So molar specific heat capacity is equal to molecular weight. So molecular weight means mu into principal specific heat capacity means Sp or Sv. So that is Cp is equal to mu into Sp or Cv is equal to mu into Cv. These two definitions we already learned. So in the mathematically or formally we see Cp is equal to mu into Sp and Cv is equal to mu into Sv, where mu is molecular weight of the gas. Now our next point, heat equation. So heat revise or gain out Q means heat is denoted by Q, we know that. So is receive or given out. So receive or given out is equal to mass into temperature change into specific heat capacity. So we get formula here Q is equal to m into delta T into S. Here m is mass, delta is change in temperature, and S is specific heat capacity. So with this equation given out the heat equations, means Q is the heat, we already know that. Okay. So when a substance has specific heat capacity of 1000 joule per kg degree Celsius, it means that heat energy is 1000 joule. rises the temperature of 1 kg of that substance by 1 degree Celsius or 6000 joule, will rise the temperature of 2 kg of substance by 3 degree Celsius. So if the temperature of 2 kg mass of the substance falls of 3 degree Celsius, the heat given out would also be 6000 joule. So in general, we find out this heat energy by that formula. Okay. Now next formula is heat capacity. So heat capacity means it's called also thermal capacity. So thermal capacity of a body is the quantity of heat needed to rise or lower the temperature of the whole body by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. So we get a formula. So Q is equal to M into S. So thermal heat capacity can be written as heat received or gain out is equal to mass into 1 into specific heat capacity. So heat capacity is equal to means Q is equal to M into S. Okay, so SI unit of heat capacity or thermal capacity is joule per degree Celsius.